Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS Sports. I'm Carey Schneider, along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos on the video today. This afternoon, a Saturday afternoon matchup between the Heritage Hills Patriots and the Jasper Wildcats, a ball game that is always usually entertaining to watch. But before we talk about this ball game this afternoon here, Jason, let's kind of recap the Wildcats ball game against Bar Reeve on Thursday night, a game in which the Wildcats won 60-30. Charlie Cabrick led the Wildcats with 13 points on 3 3-pointers. Carter Mooney with 10 points with a pair of threes. All in all, the Cats with 8 3-pointers in that contest against the Patriots.
Yeah, we shot the ball really well that night, Carey. Hopefully we need that to continue into today's game. We talked a little bit about it that night. It was a nice win to beat Bar Reeve. Anytime you can beat them is a nice thing. And Heritage Hills is kind of the same way. They've been notorious here the last few years of having a very good team. So this will be a good test for us on the road down here. And, Heritage Hills is young, but, they've got some very good basketball players. So we'll see how things go.
You're right. Heritage Hills is a young ball club with 3 sophomores and a couple of seniors starting in this lineup today for the Heritage Hills Patriots of Nate Hawkins. And in fact, there's not one junior on the contest, led by sophomore Trent Sisley. So Sisley is a main gun that the Wildcats will have to contain with here this afternoon, Jay.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Obviously he's being recruited by a lot of big-time Division I college programs. There's different approaches to how you play against a team like this. Do you try to shut him down and let the rest of the team score? Do you let him score his points and try to shut down the rest of them?
Right.
Like I said, there's a lot of numerous ways to see how that goes. Talking to Coach Albrand before the game, during the JV game today, I believe Jasper's going to go after shutting him down and making the rest of the team beat him. So I think that's the way they're going to approach the game today. So we'll see how that goes.
All right, so we have Trent Sisley and Griffin Heil ready to jump center for this contest. The tip is controlled by the Wildcats. Young will bring it up the floor. The Wildcats with their regular starting lineup of Cabrick, Young, and Moondy at the guards. Heil and Wallace in the front court. Nate Hawkins will send out, again, Becker, Sisley, Kelton Hove, Charlie Brittenlinger, and Hunter Meredith.
Yeah, and Heritage Hills comes out in a 1-2-2 zone or 2-1-2 zone, some type of a zone defense. Basically, they're going to try to take away the Jasper's inside game with Heil and Wallace and make Jasper beat them from the outside with their outside shooting.
Cats being patient on the offensive end on their first possession. Here is a 3 on the way up and in by number 21, Grant Young. So the Wildcats draw first blood, 3-0. Patriots with the basketball for the first time. Meredith holds high. Pass nearly stolen down low to Colton Hove. Sisley now. 6'8", 200-pound sophomore. We hear a lot about him in the next couple of years, won't we? And he loses the basketball. The Cats come up with it. Here is Young up the floor. Finds Cabrick on the right wing. Charlie, one dribble back to Young. Young on the top of the key. Finds Carter Mooney. Here's another 3 on the way up and in by Grant Young. He's got 6. The Cats have 6. It's 6-0. The Wildcats coming out firing, of course, early on. And as Jason said, great shooting night for them Thursday night against Bar Reeve. Cats coming into the contest, winners of 7 of the last 8. Another steal by the Wildcats. So the Patriots, 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions. Here's Cabrick down low to Wallace, puts off the glass and in. So the Cats jump out to an 8-0 lead with just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Nate Hawkins will want to talk about it. We'll take a break ourselves right after this and come back after this here on 18 WJTS. Heritage Hills, a bit quick clarification. My mistake on the first three-pointer in this contest. Actually, Charlie Cabrick nailed that three, and then Grant Young with the second one. So actually, it's not Grant Young with 6. Actually, Cabrick with 3 and Young with 3, with Will Wallace with 2. And it's as a result, it's 8-0 Jasper with under 6 minutes to play. And the Patriots looking for their first bucket of the contest on this possession. Meredith finds Sisley up the top on the right wing. Britton Linger. Down low to Sisley, cuts it up and in, and a foul. So Trent Sisley picks up his first. He'll go to the line to shoot 1.
Not sure where the foul was there because his man was on the floor. Cabrick was on the floor, so I don't know who they
gave it to Wallace.
Wallace. Huh. Okay.
So Sisley looking to complete the three-point play, and he does with that free throw. He's got 3. It's 8-3, Jasper. Wildcats jump out to an 8-0 lead, but Patriots get 3 on that possession by Sisley. Here's a 3 from the corner, up and in. Number 15, Carter Monday with his first bucket and a three-pointer. So all 3 guards for the Cats with a three-pointer apiece.
And that's what we need today. We need to continue that hot shooting that we had the other night.
Draw their big mans from down low. Here's a 3 from the Patriots, number 32, Colton Hope. So it's raining 3s here at the Heritage Hills High School Gymnasium this afternoon on Saturday afternoon contest, and a whistle and a turnover.
They called over and back, which it was really close.
It was kind of, I don't know.
The rules changed a few years ago as to how that works, but that one was very close.
Here's another three-point shot, and it is good by Colton Hove. So he's draining a pair of 3s to put the Patriots within 2 at 11-9. Mundi brings it up the floor. He finds number 21, Grant Young, for a pair. Young's got 5, 13-9, Jasper on top. And a steal by the Wildcats, Young. Mundi, Charlie Cabrick. Down low to Wallace. Wallace with a bump, puts it up and a foul. Will Wallace will pick up his second bucket of the game and has a chance to complete a three-point play. It's 15-9 with 4 minutes to go in the first.
Wallace has done a good job of that. He did that the other night against Bar Eve about 2 or 3 times at least, of getting the ball in the low post, going straight to the basket and playing through contact and having a chance for the old-fashioned 3.
Jake Pryor will check into the lineup for the Patriots as Wallace nails the completes the three-point play with the free throw. He's got 5, and it's 16-9, Jasper on top. And another steal by the Cats. Foul, no good. Foul is going to be called as the second steal of the last 2 possessions by Grant Young. He got fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to be called, it looks like, on 22, Brenton Linger. So Brenton Linger picks up the first. Young will nail the first of 2. He's got 6. And then the lineup for the Cats will be Giesler. So Braden Giesler in the lineup for Jasper's Ball Club. Second one is good by Young. 7 points for the Wildcat guard. 18-9, Cats have doubled up the Patriots here in the early going. Here's a shot, and the foul is going to be called, it looks like, on Cabrick. They'll send Sisley to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Cabrick did a good job there till he went up for the shot, and I guess he must have hit him on the elbow or something.
Both teams with a pair of personal fouls in this team fouls in this ball game. As Sisley nails the first, he's got 4. Andrew Knoblich comes in the contest for Jasper. Next one is on the way and good. It's 5 for Sisley. 18-11, Cats by 7. Pass is batted and stolen away by Heritage Hills. By number 14, Peyton Gray. Shot by Sisley, up no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll belong to Jasper. Sisley or maybe perhaps Gray were the last one. One of the two were the last ones to touch that basketball. Jasper has it with a 7-point lead with 3:15 to play in the first. Noblet on the wing. Down low to Wallace. Short baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Gray for the Patriots. He'll bring it up the floor. Gray takes it all the way in. They lost the handle, and it will belong to Heritage Hills. As it looks perhaps maybe Young got a piece of that. Either he or Giesler. So the Patriots will maintain possession with just under 3 minutes to go in the first. 18-11, Jasper leads it. Sisley on the wing. Gray on the corner. Sisley top of the key with Giesler on him. Nice pass down low, up and in by number 44, Marcus Becker. So Becker picks up his first two. It's 18-13. Patriots within 5. Wildcats won the junior varsity contest. A nice ball game, 41-37. Down low to Wallace. The pass intended to Giesler is knocked away, and the Patriots come up with it. Gray with it. Here's a three on the far side, no good. Rebound comes to Monday for Carter Mundy, and he'll deal it off to Wallace, who'll bring it up the floor. Noblet for three. He'll hit it. Andrew Noblet with his first bucket of the night. 4 3-pointers here in the first quarter by the Wildcats, Jay.
Yeah, they did a good job there of making the extra pass and getting the ball to Noblet, who was wide open. Mundy was open, but he knew that Noblet was wider open, so he got him the ball. 1.5
minutes to play here in the first quarter. Jasper leads it by 8, 21-13. Three-point shot is no good. Gray comes up with the rebound for the Patriots. Peyton will circuit over to the left. Hove. Back out to Gray. Pryor now on the right wing. Down low to Hope. He'll try to find Sisley. He'll tip it up and in. So Trent Sisley's got 7 points in this first quarter. Under a minute to play. 21-15. Heritage Hills on top. The Cats will hold it for the basketball.
That was pretty good defense on Jasper's part. That's just a benefit of having a kid that's 6'8" in high school. There's not much you can do to stop that when they throw it up in the air like that. Obviously when you get to college and you start playing against bigger guys, that doesn't work as easy. But in high school, it's a very easy go-to pass.
(21-15) is our score. 18 seconds. Cats will look for the last shot. Young hands it off to Mundy. Carter top of the key. And a ball is knocked away by Sisley out of bounds. It'll remain to the Wildcats. As Pierce Lashley will come into the contest for the first time today for Heritage Hills. 8.5 seconds to go in the quarter. Cats will have the possession. Mundy drives it, loses the handle. Ball still not in the way, thrown down the floor. 2 seconds, a chip top is no good. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter of play with a score Jasper 21, Heritage Hills 15. We'll be back after this here on 18 WJTS. The score reads Jasper 21, Heritage Hills 15 after the first quarter, Jason. And the Wildcats with the nice shooting to start off this ball game with 4 3-pointers in the first stanza.
Yeah, they kind of continued from the other night, shooting the ball well from the outside. A lot of it's not forcing them, just taking the shots as they come through the offense.
Patriots will have the basketball to start the second quarter. A whistle, and as they go down low to Sisley again, and I got a feeling he's going to be living at that line today, Jay.
Well, yeah, possibly. There I don't know exactly what they called. I guess they called a hold on Cabrick on that play, but.
Okay, so that was down low before the shot. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so either way, it's a second foul called on Cabrick. The third team foul for the Cats. Patriots with the basketball. Sisley will drive. Put the shot up off the glass, no good. Griffin Heil with the rebound for the Cats. And a whistle and a foul on the floor on the other end. Already 5 total fouls called in this ball game, Jaden. When we usually don't see a foul called until late in the first half.
Yeah, there's been a few here.
I mean, it is physical. Don't get me wrong, but looks like the Cats will, of course, with the chance to extend their lead as they lead at 21-15. Here is Cabrick, Giesler. Young down on the finds. Looks like with Cabrick, I don't know. This ball is stolen away. Gray with it. Turned around by Meredith. Shot is up and in by Sisley. Trent Sisley's got 9. 21-17. Patriots within 4. Both teams with a pair of substitutions coming in at the next dead ball. Here's Griffin down low, guarded by Sisley. He'll probably shot up the glass, no good. Sisley comes up with it. He'll clear it off to Young. To Gray. He'll fire a 3 and good. And Peyton Gray has his first bucket, a 3-pointer. 21-20. Patriots within 1. Well, Heritage Hill's off to a big start to start the second quarter.
Yeah, Heritage Hills kind of got out of that zone defense they were playing when Jasper come out and hit a couple of those open threes that they got out of that. Last possessions, they've switched to a man-to-man, and it's made it a little bit harder on Jasper.
It certainly made a difference in this ball game here in the second quarter. Young out to Cabrick. Nice defense there by the Patriots. Young looks at 3, but drives inside the lane. His almost triple team, the whistle, and a 3-second violation is going to be called. Will Wallace and Grant Young will come back in the ball game for Jasper.
I think that's the first time, Carey, all year that I've seen 3 seconds called.
I heard you and Craig. I watched the replay on Friday night of Thursday night's game,
Yeah.
and I remember you guys making some comments about it.
And I was talking to Coach Gable after the game that night, and we were talking about that. And he goes, he said, now that you said that, he said, I don't know that I've seen it either all year.
Patriots with the basketball. They scored 5 straight points to start this second quarter to cut it within 1. Here's a shot pass. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot or something down low by to Sisley, but either way, a whistle is going to be called. Whistle and a foul is going to be called on Noblet. So Andrew Noblet is nailed for the first personal foul on him. Sisley, ball stolen away by Giesler. He just picked Sisley's pocket right there. Cats with the chance to put some points on the board for the first time here in the second quarter. Here is a 3 on the way. Off the mark, no good. It'll be out of bounds. It'll belong to Heritage Hills. I was going to say it looked like Wallace might have. Are they going to? Well, they reversed it. I'll take the call, but it looked like that might have been off us.
Yeah, it did, but the official's saying that it bounced off the white team's shoulder, which we're pretty far away from it, so we're going to go with what he said.
Nate Hawkins is not happy with the call, and Wallace will take the inbounds pass. He hands it off to Heil. Mundy. Cabrick down low to Wallace. Wallace works on Sisley, deals it out to Noblet. He'll fire a long rainbow 3, no good. Ball is batted out of bounds. It'll belong to Heritage Hills. As Carter Mundy got the last piece of it. Cats looking for their first points of the night. Heritage Hills looking for their first lead as they had the basketball and trail by 1, 21-20. Sisley on the wing. We'll pull it out. Was looking for Becker, I guess, down, or Hof actually down low, and pass went off the board.
Yeah, I would assume that was what that was. But
here's Wallace on the other end. He'll work on Sisley. He'll put it up and in off the glass. So Will Wallace with his 7th point. Cats back out by 3, 23-20. 4 minutes to go. So halfway through this second quarter, and the Cats get their first points. Sisley inside the circle. Here's a 3 on the way. Good by number 14, Peyton Gray, his second three-pointer of the quarter. He's got 6, and the Patriots have tied it at 23 apiece. Cats looking to answer. Charlie Cabrick on the left wing. Young to Heil, swatted away by Sisley. Out of bounds, it'll belong to the Wildcats. Young comes into the ball game.
I like what Heil's doing inside, though. He's getting position. There he had good position on Sisley again. And with Sisley being 6'8", he can make up for mistakes because he's so long and tall. Just like there, he got beat, but he was able to respond to it with the block shot.
Looks like Peyton Gray was called for a holding on that before the Cats were able to get the ball in bounds. 4-team foul by the Patriots. Jasper with 4. Cats with the chance to take the lead back again. This game is tied at 23 apiece. Cats took a 21-15 lead at the end of the first quarter break. The shot is up, no good by Heil. And the Patriots now with a chance to take their first lead again as they have stormed back to outscore the Wildcats 8-2. And then there's the Wildcats back with the basketball. Here's Cabrick. He'll fire a 3. Good! Charlie Cabrick.
It was a nice job by Grant Young. He didn't have anything in the transition in front of him, and he spotted Cabrick running down the left side for an open 3.
Cabrick's got 2 3-pointers, 6 points of the contest, 26-23. Jasper on top by 3. Sisley on the wing. Crosses it over to Becker. Marcus, bounce pass. Now the top of the key to Meredith. Meredith looked at the shot, a whistle, and they're going to call a timeout. So the Patriots will call time. It'll be a full timeout with 2:16 to go in the second quarter of play. Jasper 26, Heritage Hills 23. Back after this here on 18 WJTS. Hills High School, Jason Stamm, Carey Schneider, Jeremy Marcos here on the Saturday afternoon matinee. And the Wildcats lead at 26-23, Jason, as the Patriots came out storming here in the second quarter and managed to tie the ball game. But the Wildcats picking up a big 3 by Charlie Cabrick right before that break.
Yeah, I think on Jasper's offensive end, when Heritage Hills switched to the man-to-man, that slowed us down a little bit on that. And then on the defensive end, we've given up a couple of open 3s to Gray, I believe it is, So we got to do a better job of knowing who the shooters are, closing out on them, and making them force have a shot that's at least contested.
Well, the Patriots will have the basketball with 2:12 to play in the half. Gray will work on it. He's got a pair of 3-pointers here in the second quarter, as Jason mentioned. He looks at the shot, but now deals it. Actual ball is knocked away, and the Wildcats with it. Up and in by number 21, Grant Young, who's got 9 here in the first half. Jasper back out on top by 5, 28-23. Here's a 3 on the way. It is good by number 22, Charlie Brentlinger. His first bucket of the day, 28-26. Patriots within 2 now. Minute and a half to play before halftime. Griffin Heil holds high. Young. He'll find Wallace down low. K-break on the left wing. Charlie dribbles it out in the top of the key, hands it off to Mundy. Down low to Young, puts a shot up, no good, but a foul is called. Well, actually, it looks like Wallace was fouled, and then he'll go to the line. So Wallace with 7 points. Pair of free throws. First one is up and in. Giesler back in the contest for Jasper. Wallace, second shot in the air, up around, and no good. 29-26. Cats by 3. Patriots on the attack. Sisley will fire a 3. It's short. Rebound, Jasper. Wallace on the top key, hands it off to Young. Now to Noblet. Nobby finds Wallace down low, puts a shot up, no good. A foul is going to be called on Sisley.
Wallace did a good job that time of catching the ball, squaring up to the basket, shot fake, got Sisley up off the ground just a little bit, and then was able to get up through him so that he got the foul called.
Sisley's first personal foul. The first shot by Wallace is up and in. Wallace was 1 for 2 in his last trip to the line. He's now 2 for 2 on this trip. He's got 10 points, 5 in each quarter. 40 seconds to play. Jasper on top, 31-26. Gray with it on the right wing. Pryor now with it in the backcourt. 22 seconds. Patriots in no hurry. Look like they may be going for the last shot here of the half. Gray is going to be fouled by Young.
That's not a bad foul. He was going for the steal. That's only our team 5th, so they'll have to take the ball back out of bounds.
And his first personal.
Yeah, with 16 seconds left, so not a bad foul.
Patriots with it. Gray now. 12 seconds. Pryor to Sisley. 7 seconds. Sisley deals it off to Gray. He'll fire a 3 is up and in, and that will bring us to the end of the first half of play. So Peyton Gray with his 3rd three-pointer, all here on the second quarter. He's got 9 points. It's 31-29. So Jason, a big three-pointer by the Heritage Hills Patriots to cut the Jasper lead 2-2 here at the half.
Yeah, I mean, Jasper did a good job of getting that lead built, and then obviously here in the last possession, that last 16 seconds, obviously everybody in the gym knows that they're going to go to Sisley and look for him to create something, and to his credit there, he didn't force anything. He had the double team came, and they passed it out, and they got it to Gray for a wide open 3, and he was able to hit it. And I think that was the biggest difference in the second quarter was Coach Hawkins inserted Gray into the lineup there in the second quarter, and he knocked down 2 or 3 big three-pointers when he was open, and he was open as a result of us helping off to help with Sisley. That goes back to what I said early in the broadcast, that Coach Albrandt said they're going to make other people beat them tonight, and that's exactly what I meant by that. Was that they're doubling off, they're helping off with their man to help with Sisley to try to help stop him, and they're leaving somebody open. So far, those guys, Gray and Meredith or whoever else, has been able to hit some of those shots.
Patriots are outscored the Wildcats 14-10 here in that second quarter to cut the lead to 2. So of course, Wildcats. What do you look for them for the second half?
Well, I think on the offensive end, if Heritage Hills is going to stay in the man-to-man defense, we just have to continue to run our man offense. I thought there for the first few trips down after Heritage Hills switched to the man, we struggled a little bit with it, but then I think we recomposed ourselves and was able to get into our man offense and get some good inside shots from Wallace and played the inside-outside game. On the defensive end, I think, we'll continue to play about the way we did the first half. We're gonna try to limit Sisley to his shots. He's gonna get his points. Okay, you're not gonna hold him scoreless, but you have to make him work for those points, and you have to try to limit the opportunities that he has and make him look to pass like he has, and just hope that those guys don't hit the shots.
Well, Sisley, along with the hot hand of Peyton Gray, lead the Patriots at halftime with 9 points apiece. 6 points for Colton Hove, 2 points for Marcus Becker, and 3 for Charlie Brittenlinger. The Wildcats are led in scoring by Will Wallace with 10 first-half points, 9 points for Grant Young, 6 points for Charlie Cabrick on a pair of three-pointers, a big one down the stretch there to kind of give the Wildcats back the momentum, and a three-pointer by Andrew Noblet. So the Wildcats lead at 31-29 here at halftime. We'll be back with the second half after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at Heritage Hills, where the Wildcats and Patriots are about to start the second half of basketball. Both teams back on the floor with their original starting lineups with Marcus Becker, Trent Sisley, Colton Hope, Charlie Brentlinger and Hunter Meredith for Nate Hawkins Ball Club. Jasper with the original starting five of Griffin Heil, Will Wallace, Charlie Cabrick, Grant Young, and Carter Mundy. The Cats will have the basketball to start the second half. Mundy with it. Down to the baseline is Young. He'll force a shot up, no good. Rebound Sisley for the Patriots, who trail in this contest 31-29 and start the second half. And a whistle and a foul down low as Sisley drove down the lane, Jason, and drew the foul.
Yeah, we just got to get there a little bit quicker and get between him and the basket and not let him drive in there.
Foul is going to be called on Griffin Heil, his first. Brentlinger with it out in the backcourt. To Meredith, now to Sisley. Sisley loses his footing and a whistle, and he's going to be called for traveling. He's got his feet tangled up there.
Yeah, he just kind of fell and
momentum kind of just took him down. And
yeah, I mean, Cabrick played good defense, and then he kind of fell over him, but it was well played by Cabrick, and like you said, his momentum just made him fall to the ground.
Cats looking to score, pick up the first basket of the second half as they lead at 31-29 in their second possession of the half. Cabrick in the backcourt. Charlie, right-hand dribble over to Mundy on the left-hand side. Back out to Cabrick. Cats with a hot hand to start this ball game with a three-point land, but then suddenly Heritage Hills went out of that zone into a man-to-man. It's been a different story for the Wildcats shooting.
Well, it's not that we're not hitting them; we're just not getting them. And that's a token of the defense that they've switched to. I'd like to see us let Heil post up inside and let him get the ball in there and make Sisley play defense.
Here's a drive to the basket, up and in by number 15, Carter Mundy. Carter with his fifth point of the afternoon. 33-29, Jasper up by 4. Here's a shot up and no good, and a rebound, Will Wallace for the Wildcats. Young brings it up the floor. Grant, back to Will. Charlie Cabrick now on the right wing. Young. Carter Mundy down low to Heil, and the whistle's got to be called on the Heritage Hills Patriots for the foul. Looks like 32, Colton Hope will be nailed on the personal.
As I said, I mean, you've got two big guys in there with Wallace and Heil, and they've got Sisley. He can't guard both of them, but I'd make those guys play defense in there.
And it looks like Jake Prayer will come into the contest. They haven't put the foul up on the board just yet, or was there a foul? Now they're referees checking. They have not put it up on the board. I guess there was some question by the by the scores on the scores bench, and now they do put it up on the board, and it is against number 32, Colton Hope, and it is his third, so he'll have to sit down in favor of Jake Preer. Down low to Carter Mundy, turnaround shot, off no good, but a foul will be called. Second foul against the Patriots here in the second half. This one will go against Marcus Becker for his first, and going to the line to shoot two will be Carter Mundy, who's got 5 points in this contest. Make it 6 as he nails that first one. Cats shooting well from the line today so far. I'm not going to give them too much of the jinx. In fact, I don't even think they haven't missed one yet.
And they even made that one after
after I almost jinxed them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take that back. I'm sorry. We did miss one. Wallace missed one earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 9 this afternoon for the Wildcats. They lead at 35-29, 6-point lead. Sisley turns around, jumper off the mark, no good. Nice rebound, offensive rebound. Back to Sisley. He'll work around about 3 or 4 guys, and finally a foul is going to be called, but who will get the personal? Or no, wait a minute, they called timeout?
I'm not sure.
They were pointing down to the Heritage Hills bench as if he had tried to call timeout, but now the foul will be called.
Well, he traveled too.
Yeah,
I know he did get fouled, but
I'm not going there. But yeah,
he traveled before he got fouled.
He'll get the first of the 2 free throws he's got coming to him here, as that foul was called on Griffin Heil, so for his second. You're right. The 3 guys around him, he didn't have anywhere to go but walk.
Yeah.
Sisley nails the second. He's got 11, 35-31. Cats on top by 4. 5.5 to play in this third quarter here on 18 WJTS. Carey Schneider, Jason Stamm, Jeremy Marcos with you here on a Saturday afternoon. K-break, I should say. Mundy down low to Wallace, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Sisley for the Patriots, and they'll bring it up the floor. Sisley drives it down the floor. Deals it out. Oh, he got away with a walk, but down low to Sisley, he'll dunk it. Trent Sisley picks up his 13th point. It's 35-33. Cats need to answer. Down low to Heil. Puts it up, no good, but they'll call for traveling.
Now they're going to call it
they'll call it on this end, but not the other.
Yeah. It's a travel, but it was a travel on the other end too.
Oh no, I'm not going to. Yeah, no, I'm not arguing with either one. It's just the fact that one was not called compared to the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, it's 35-33. Patriots with a chance to tie this ball game or go on top with a 3. Gray into the ball game now. Becker. Meredith, 3 on the way off, no good. And the Patriots come up with the rebound as Meredith has it. He'll drive into the lane. He'll deal off to Sisley, up and in. This game is tied. Trent Sisley with his 6th point of the third quarter. And a timeout, Jasper, with 4:09 to play in the third quarter. Heritage Hills has tied this ball game up 35-35. Again, 4:09 to play. Back after this.
Yeah, I mean, coming down here, you knew it was going to be a dog fight. Anytime you play Heritage Hills down here, it is that way. No matter what kind of record they have, for the year, what are they, 12-6,
12-6, Jasper 11-6.
Yeah, so you knew it was going to be a dog fight. I mean, I didn't expect anything different than a tight ball game like this. Jasper's got to just keep their composure on offense. Looks like Heritage Hills is switching back to the 2-1-2 zone defense here. So we need to be patient with it and like we did to start the game, to open shots like that.
Mundy takes advantage of the open shot and misses it. Patriots now with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Gray with it. He's got 3 3-pointers in the contest. It's a hot hand in the second quarter for Heritage Hills off the bench. Sisley in the corner. He'll bring it out to the wing. Little battle down low with him and Noblet. Here's Becker. Finds Sisley down low, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Noblet. He was tangling with them down there early on, we noticed right away, and then now Noblet's going to be nailed on his second personal.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of times the officials know who they are, you know, and they watch, and they protect them a little bit. You know, I'm not saying that wasn't a foul, but, you know, they watch them guys a little bit extra. And you know, to Jasper's credit, they've done a good job. They've been physical with them, and that's what you have to do. And you're going to get called for fouls every now and then.
Sisley drives around Giesler, and he slams it home for his second dunk of the quarter. And he's got 6, 7, 8 points. In fact, he's got all 8 points for Heritage Hills here in the third. And the Patriots, as a result, have their first lead of the afternoon, 37-35. Shot is way off, but here's Wallace up and in to tie the ball game.
See, Wallace does a very good job there. He uses his body.
A bench warning against Jasper.
On the bench, I don't know what the hell for.
That's such a lame call.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean,
it stops the momentum of the game. But dude, it happens in football. Forget it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jasper. Well, I mean, it hurts the team with the basketball. You know, after that, but Heritage Hills, who knows, they might have had a break going on, and they're going to stop the game for a call like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
37-37 is our score. Becker with it in the backcourt. Prior to Sisley, and here's Gray with it. Pryor pops a three. He got it. Jake Pryor with a three-pointer, his first bucket of the afternoon. 40-37. Heritage Hills with their biggest lead at 3. 2 minutes to go in the third. And a whistle and a holding foul down low against the Patriots.
And this game's going to get this way. You know, it's going to get a little chippy because it's a close ball game.
And it's two county. They're not county rivals, but they're neighboring counties who know everything about each other.
Yeah. You know, and it's going to happen. You know, and it's going to be a matter of how the officials elect to handle it. You know, how much do they let them get by with?
Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. For Gray, that was his second. Here's Carter loses the handle down low, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on Young. I have him down for 2. As does the scoreboard. Kabrick in the ball game now for Young. Or excuse me, for Young, while Braden Giesler will come back in, and for Jasper as well. Almost a minute and a half to play in the third quarter. Patriots lead by 3, 40-37. There's another 3 on the way, this time by Jake Creer, actually his second straight. He's got 6. It's 43-37 in favor of the Patriots.
Yeah, Jasper looked like they didn't know who was guarding him. They looked like there was some confusion on it.
Pierce Lashley will be nailed on the personal for Heritage Hills. Second foul for him. 14 fouls apiece. At this rate, we're going to be here, ourselves in for a long afternoon thus far.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Jasper trails at 43-37 with a minute 15 to play in the third. Big quarters by Trent Sisley and Jake Pryor for Heritage Hills. Put them up on top, 43-37. Here's a shot up and in by Mundy. And a foul is called. Mundy with his 6th point of the quarter. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. Foul is called on Pierce Lashley for his 3rd. He'll take a seat in favor of Charlie Brentlinger. Carter Mundy, 9 points, looking for his 10th. He'll get it. 3-point play completed by Mundy. He's got 7 points here in the third quarter, 10 in the contest. Patriots lead it, however, 43-40, under a minute to play. Here's another three, this time off, no good by Gray, or by Pryor, I should say. Pryor looking to extend that lead, so kind of a quick shot by the Patriots.
Yeah, it looked like it was a set play. It looked like Sicily set a screen for him, and he come off of it.
Chance with the chance to cut it to one or tie this ball game with 35 seconds left in the third quarter.
Get it in there.
Young looking for Heil down low. Here's Giesler.
Yeah, we've got a mismatch in there. Sicily's out there guarding a guard right there.
Oh, and they try to find Griffin, but he couldn't handle the pass. The turnover goal to Heritage Hills. To get the basketball back to the Patriots.
I'm still old school on that. I'd like to see a bounce pass there leading him to the basket so he can catch and shoot. I know nowadays that's the pass that they're taught to make.
A lot less chance of a ball getting knocked away or much less stolen on a bounce pass.
Right. Yeah.
Here's Sicily with 11 seconds to go. Working on Kabrick. And a 5-second violation with 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And the Cats will get it back. Carter Monday will come back into the contest. Inbounds comes to Young. 6 seconds. Young will drive it, put it, blocked by Sicily from behind. 2 seconds to go.
Still got time to catch and shoot here.
He'll put it off of Sicily's back. A whistle and a foul down on the floor with 0.7 seconds to go. He threw the pass off of Sicily's back and tried to obviously take it and put it up for a shot, but he was fouled by, looks like, didn't see what put on the board yet, but we'll get it in second 22. Heil, shot, well, they did call a foul,
yeah,
and he will get two, so Sicily gets nailed in the personal as he got a piece of Heil's arm. So with no time on the clock, going to the to line to shoot two will be Griffin Heil, who's yet to score in this ball game. He'll have a chance to put the Cats within one if he can nail both of these free throws. The first is on the way, and it is good. So Griff Heil with his first point of the game. Second on the way is good, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter of play with the score Heritage Hills 43, Jasper 42. We're back after this here on 18 WJTS. Back at Heritage Hills, where the Wildcats and Patriots 43-42 in favor of Heritage Hills as we start the fourth period. Here's pass down low, and a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. Looks like, was that Noblet?
Yeah, yes. I believe so.
So Andrew Noblet picks up his third. Inbounds pass comes to Becker, who will swing it out along the wing, guarded by Mundy. Pryor now with it in the backcourt. Hof, Becker, Brent Langer, and a ball is stolen away by Young. Young will drive it. He'll put it up. Good. And the Wildcats are back on top, 44-43 on the layup by number 21, Grant Young, who's got 11.
That's what Jasper has to do. Heritage Hills has got some young guys in there. This kid here is a sophomore, number 30, the one that Grant just took the ball away from as a freshman.
Here's Becker for three from the corner. It's no good. And a foul is going to be called on Wallace, it looks like, for over the back.
And, put some defensive pressure on those guys. Make them handle the ball at the varsity level. They're not used to doing that regularly. I mean, this is our first year of seeing that. So, that's what you got to do is get after those guys.
Wallace has 2 fouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Wildcats with at least 2 fouls in this contest. Noblet leading the way with 3. 44-43, Jasper on top. Patriots with the basketball, being patient with it right now. Meredith with it. Guarded by Wallace. Rentlinger with it now. The whistle. And a foul is going to be called on Charlie Cabrick. You know, I don't know what Charlie could have been doing up against a guy like Sisley to warrant a foul. Both teams, by the way, are now in the bonus.
I mean, he was behind him. You know, I mean, if the official thinks he's behind him pushing, well, then Charlie just needs to step out of the way because he's going to fall over because he's pushing backwards so hard too. So
Sisley has 17 points. He'll go to the line with a 1-and-1. The chance to put the Patriots back up. He ties with that one. 18 points for Trent.
Most of the time officials let them battle like that, but this one didn't.
Second one is good. 19 points for the 6'8 sophomore for the Heritage Hills Patriots, who lead the ball game now. Once again, 45-44. Young against Sisley. Holds high, looks for a man, finds Cabrick. Charlie now will bring it out in the backcourt. Carter Monday drives, puts a shot up, no good. Ball swatted away, coming up with it is Gray for Heritage Hills. Patriots have it with 6 minutes to go, and they lead it by 1. Here's a drive up and in by number 12, Hunter Meredith for his first bucket of the game, and a wow. And it looks like Braden Giesler will be nailed on his first. 18 foul for the Wildcats, and going to the line to complete the three-point play is Hunter Meredith. And he does with the free throw. So Meredith has his first 3 points of the game. 48-44, Patriots lead it by 4. Under 6 minutes to play. Jasper with the basketball. Young in the backcourt. Mundy back out actually to Giesler. Charlie Cabrick on the left wing. Down low to Mundy. Giesler, short jumper from inside the lane, is up and in. Braden Giesler has his first and second points of the game. He's got 2, 48-46. Patriots on top by 2. They have the basketball. Let's see, 5.5 minutes to go, under 5.5. Ball nearly stripped away, but a foul is going to be called on Grant Young. He picks up his third. Charlie Cabrick, Grant Young, and Andrew Noblet with 3 fouls apiece right now in a foul situation for Jasper. Heil and Wallace with 2 apiece. 2 shots are actually 1-and-1, I should say, at the line here. First one is good. We sat at the line here. Is number 32, Colton Hof, who's got 7 points. Make it 8. Hof with 8, 50-46. Patriots back up by 4. I believe their biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, they're back in that zone defense now, so Jasper needs to be patient, work the ball, and look for a good open shot.
Here is a 3 on the way for the top of the key. No good by Young. Long rebound. Sisley's got it. He'll drive it down. He'll put the shot up. No good. Becker looks like he goes for the rebound and the whistle. And it's a little contact out of bounds between Hof, I believe, or was it Hof and, or not Hof, excuse me, Giesler and
Cabrick.
Was it Cabrick? Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, foul against the Wildcats. Cabrick with his 4th. He's good, but he doesn't need your help, refs.
Well, I mean, that play that was over, basically. I don't know where they came in to call that foul, but.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sisley hits the first of 2. By the way, Patriots are now in the double bonus as the second one is no good. And a foul is this time going to go against Heritage Hills, number 32, Colton Holt, for his 4th. So the Patriots now with 8 fouls. 51-46 is our score. Giesler will go to the line with the 1-and-1. Jake Pryor back in the contest for Heritage Hills. Braden Giesler with 2 points here in the fourth quarter. The first of a 1-and-1 is good. He nails that front end of a 1-and-1. He's got 3. 51-47 is our score, under 5 minutes to play. Giesler rattles that one home. He's got 4. 51-48. Jasper within 3. Cats looking for a stop.
Yeah, we need a good defensive stance here. Get a turnover or force them into a tough shot.
Becker holds high in the backcourt. He's found Gray on the left wing. Gray right-hand dribble, top of the key. Pryor now with it. Jake to Meredith. Meredith losing the handle. And a scramble for loose ball. Whistle. Are they going to call a jump ball or not? Finally they do, and the possession goes to Jasper.
I don't know.
Me neither. Well, they're walking that way, so supposedly. So the Wildcats will have possession. Down by 3, Jasper has the basketball with 4:19 to play. 51-48 is the score. Patriots on top. Young over to Noblet. Down low, shot up and in by Wallace. Will Wallace with the bucket.
You know, we can take advantage of that on the offensive end when they play that zone, because Sicily's in the middle on the high part. Right there, we got the ball to the low post. You don't have to worry about him blocking the shot.
Ball is knocked out of bounds. We'll maintain possession to Heritage Hills. Wallace leads the Wildcats in scoring today with 14. So we can work it down him a little more often.
Yeah.
3:40 to play. Heritage Hills on top by 1, 51-50. Sisley, shot down low. Shot is up and no good by Hunter Meredith. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called. It looks like on Meredith.
Yeah.
His first personal. So Jasper will go to the line with another 1-and-1. 9 fouls on Heritage Hills. So the Cats in a bonus, but the Heritage Hills already in a double bonus, and one more foul and puts both teams at the double bonus. As Colton Hof will come in with 4 fouls. He's got 7 points in this ball game. First is short. So the Cats missed the front end of that 1-and-1 opportunity.
Yeah, you can't let too many of those slip away in a tight ball game.
And it's with 3:16 to go, and here is Sisley up and in. Sisley drives down the lane. He puts the shot up. He's got 18, 19, 20, 21 points in this ball game. 5 here in the fourth quarter. And John Gable will call a full timeout with 3:03 to play in the fourth quarter of play here at Heritage Hills, where the Patriots lead the Wildcats 53-50. We're back after this on 18 WJTS. Hills High School, where the Patriots lead the Jasper Wildcats 53-50. And here on a Saturday afternoon here in Spitzer County, what more can you ask for, Jason, but a good old barn burner?
That's right. That's what you say these are, is a good old-fashioned barn burner.
Where's Joe Dean when you need him?
Yeah.
That's right. It has been everything that was expected to be in this ball game.
Well, there's no doubt. I mean, like we said, you didn't expect a blowout either one way or the other. I mean, you expected a good, hard-fought game on both sides.
Both teams about as evenly matched as you can. Record-wise, everything is in as far as that's concerned. Under 3 minutes to play now. Jasper trails by 3, and they have a chance to cut it to 1, if not tie this ball game. Here's a 3 on the way. It's short, no good. And Sisley comes up with a rebound for Heritage Hills. They have the basketball with a 3-point lead.
Jasper got the shot they wanted. They ran their offense. They executed it. They got the ball to Mundi on the wing there and just didn't hit the shot.
So under 2.5 to play. Sisley up and in. Trent Sisley, they found him down low again. He's got 24, I got him for. 7 here in the fourth quarter. And he's put the Patriots back up by 5. are up by 5. I believe that's their biggest lead of the game, 55-50, and a foul is going to be called, it looks like, on number 14, Gray, Peyton Gray, with his third. So now Jasper in the double bonus, and the shooting 2 will be Noblet. Noblet nails the first. He's got 4. Andrew fires and misses the back end on that, but rebound comes to Giesler, who threw it right away, and the Patriots have it with nearly 2 minutes. They're at the 2-minute mark, and almost a steal by Carter Monday, but he will be called for the foul.
Yeah, Giesler did a good job down there getting the rebound. He panicked, though. You know, I mean, he got the rebound. He should have took his time and found an open guy and got the ball to, but he wanted to get rid of it so fast and ultimately forced himself into a turnover.
So with Monday's first foul, it puts a double bonus at the line. I believe is that Becker?
Yeah.
44, yes. First point in by Marcus is good. And Marcus Becker has his third point of the game. He looked to put Heritage Hills up by 7, or actually 6, I should say, if he nails it, and he does. 57-51. Patriots with their biggest lead of the game. So Heritage Hills starting to pull away just a little bit. 2 minutes to go, but this ball game nowhere near over. Here is Young with a shot up, no good, and a rebound comes to Heritage Hills as the Patriots will have it. Under 2 minutes to play. And what's everybody's yelling here? I guess the Patriots trying to call a timeout, and it
was about a 10-second call before them getting the ball across the half court, and they didn't realize it. So all the fans and stuff in the bench was hollering to call a timeout.
And they got it with 1:42 to play here in the ball game. With Heritage Hills leading it 57-51 here on 18 WJTS. With 1:42 to play here at Heritage Hills, the Patriots lead the Wildcats 57-51. Pats with the basketball. And Gray with it. Giesler guarding him. Sisley now in the corner. A little push there, no call. And almost a double team, but Sisley finds Hunter Meredith, and a whistle on the foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. So Patriots took a lot of time off in that possession, Jason. It's 1:18 to go, and looks like Meredith will go to the line with a double bonus.
Yeah, I think from here on out, we're going to have to go for a steal quickly, and if we don't get it, we've got to commit a foul quicker than what we just did there.
Meredith nails the first of 2. He's got 4 points. 58-51 with 1:18 to play. Next one on the way is good. 5 points for the Patriots guard. 59-58. Patriots pulled away. Cats need some quick buckets here if they want to try to have another shot in this ball game. We're there a minute to go. A lot of time being burned on this possession. Giesler. Kabrick for 3.
Well,
no good. Here's a rebound, basket up and in by Carter Mundy, and a timeout by John Gable. Go ahead.
To me, it seemed like in that possession right there, Jasper was too concerned with having to shoot a three-pointer. Let's go ahead, and if we can get a two-pointer quick, get it. And then go for
that timeout.
And get that timeout, or go for the steal and make them hit free throws. You don't have, and to me, that's the way the game now, this day and age, is played more, is everybody relies on that three-point shot. And, I'll take my percentages inside that arc as opposed to outside that arc. Yeah, I get one less point, but my percentage of hitting that shot are a lot better.
And with the chance to call a timeout and give your defense a chance to reset and so forth, it's going to give them, hopefully put some pressure on the inbounds pass and go for the steal. Got to get the ball back.
It's a 6-point game. If you would have hit that 3, it would have been a 5. Either way, it's a 2-possession game. So, you know, you got to start looking at those numbers. Now we've got to go for a quick steal, no steal, we've got to commit a foul.
Meredith will look to inbound the pass. It is stolen away by the Wildcats. Young has it. Here's Carter Mooney for three. Good!
That was Cabrick.
Or Cabrick, excuse me. Cabrick with the number 25, that is, not 15. So Cabrick with the three. 59-56. Cats by three, or trail by three. And a foul is going to be called.
And again, now you got a 3-point game. Could be 4, could be 5, either one. You don't have to go down and shoot a 3. Let's get a quick 2 if we can, and then see.
Free throw is up and in. As Carter Mundy was nailed on that last foul. Second one is good. Both are good by Peyton Gray. Gray's got 11. 61-56. Patriots back on top, 30 seconds to go. Mundy drives the baseline, puts a short jumper up and in. And another timeout by the Wildcats. As Carter Mundy hits the basket, he's got 14. With just under 21 seconds to go, it's 61-58. Jasper within 3. We'll be back after this here on 18 WJTS. 20.9 seconds to play in this ball game, Jason. 61-58 is our score. Wildcats need to look for another steal here, perhaps.
Yeah, they got to go for the quick steal. If they don't get it, they got to commit a foul.
Well, quick pass out there to Gray, and he will be fouled by Carter Mundy for the third time, for his third on the game. So I'll put Gray to the line with 2. So Gray, who just nailed a couple of free throws with 11 points here today, came out hot in the second quarter off the bench with 3 3-pointers and has now picked up his 12th point of the day. 62-58. He's got a chance to put the Patriots up by 5. Perhaps put the final nail in the Wildcat coffin as he nails that one. 13 points by Peyton Gray. Another timeout is called as the Wildcats now trail it 63-58 with 5 points for the 5-point deficit. Jason, what do you look to do here?
Well, you got to take the first available shot you can get and hope you hit it. You know, and whether it's a 2 or 3 doesn't really matter at this point. You know, and then you got to foul. You can't even go for the steal. You've got to commit the foul on the inbounds pass, trying to get the steal. You know, and you got to give Heritage Hills credit. They've hit their free throws down the stretch here when they had to. You know, from that standpoint, they did what they had to do to win the game. You know, when we're in that situation, we always talk about you got to take care of the basketball and hit your free throws. Well, they did that here in the fourth quarter, so that's why they're in the position that they are.
So with 15.5 seconds to go, 63-58, Jasper with the basketball. Here's Giesler with the long 3. It's short. Young for 3. It's good. And another timeout by the Wildcats as they're able, as a 3-point basket by Grant Young, who's got 14 on the day. Cuts it within 1 with 4 seconds to go. Look for that steal.
Yeah, that's basically what you got to come up with here. You've got to come up with the steal somehow. You know, and if you do, you know, obviously you got to get a. I would go for the 2. You know, and then on the Heritage Hills' side of this, you know,
I was going to say with Nate Hawkins, what he's got to be telling his game, be careful.
Well,
obviously don't nothing careless.
I mean, you've got a 6'8" guy. You throw the ball to half court up in the air to where nobody can get it but him. And all he needs to do is just take it and throw it towards their end of the basket so that you get farther enough away from Jasper's basket where they can't score. You know, to me as a coach, the worst thing we could do would be to inbound the ball along the baseline where Jasper could get a steal and a layup in 5 seconds. Right. If you throw it to half court or you throw it something like that, it's not near as easy to do that.
Well, the big task will be here by Hunter Meredith to inbound that basketball with exactly 5 seconds to go in this game. And his ball club leading by 2. And there's a near steal, but a foul is going to be called.
So to me, that's a very, very risky pass. You know, it worked for him, but Young was right there. What if that pass isn't perfect? Young steals it, and he's right underneath the basket. It's a layup, and it's a tie ball game.
Peyton Gray will go to the line. He is 4 for 4 from the line here in the fourth quarter with 13 points in this contest. He'll have 2 free throws coming. First one is short. Hit it off the top of the rim.
Gives you a chance right here. That's all you wanted. Worst it can be is 3 points.
Next one is good. 4 seconds to go. Young, midcourt stripe. Young puts up a 3. Bounce it around, almost it went in. And that will bring us to the end of this ball game at the Heritage Hills Patriots winning it by the score of 64-61. So the Patriots improved to 13-6. The Wildcats win streak comes to a close and they are now 11-7. 64-61 is our score. Jason, like I said, this ball game was everything we expected it to be pretty well.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, we've talked about that throughout the course of the day. You know, you knew coming in here that it was going to be a hard-fought game on both behalves. Both teams were going to put forth their best effort. You know, and any time you play against an opponent that has a player like Sicily, you know, at any point in any game, they have the opportunity to win the game because they have a player like that. You know, so you knew coming in that it was not going to be an easy game. I mean, no matter what the records are or anything, when these two teams play, it's not easy. I think, you know, from Jasper's standpoint, you know, they can take some positives away from the game, and they can also take some things away from it that, you know, moving forward that we need to work on to be better at. You know, we won't face a 6'8" guy the rest of the season. So from that standpoint, it's going to help. But, you know, there's also that factor of, you know, what didn't we do according to the game plan that we had? You know, if our game plan was to take Sicily out of it and let everybody else score, did we do a very good job of that? Probably not. You know, we might have given up a lot of open shots that we shouldn't have according to the plan that we had. So moving forward, I think, you know, with the sectional right around the corner, you know, you have to build off of the positives and learn from the negatives.
I mean, you're right. It builds. It is give you you know, things to look at. Is obviously any game does win or lose is gonna, you know, even if you win big, there's things you're gonna want to have to work on. And as we go down the stretch with what about 3 games left or something, or at least 3, maybe 4 games left coming up. 4, I believe, yeah. And some big good ones coming up here with Mater Dei and Castle, of course, next week. But still, you know, that's just things again. The ultimate is getting yourself ready for the postseason, you know, coming up here in just about 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, you want to be playing your best basketball when it gets to that point. You know, and obviously you can't. You know, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that you can't have any hiccups when you get into the tournament. You know, you have to play your best ball game pretty well every night when you set foot on the floor. So, you know, that's what we probably need to do, is be a little more consistent with things. You know, today we were consistent with the start of the game when we shot the ball extremely well, but we weren't consistent throughout the game with being able to get the shots that we needed to at the time we needed to.
Well, you can also look at the fact, again, we talked about it. Heritage Hills comes out in that zone, and Jasper was able to take advantage of it. And they come back to a man-to-man, and to kind of put the clamps on Jasper's obviously outside shooting. But do you think we could, what kind of adjustment was made there?
Well, I think, the thing is, it's not like we hadn't faced a man-to-man defense all year. We needed to, once they switched back to a man, we needed to regroup. You need somebody out there on the floor and say, hey, now let's run our man-to-man offense. And like I said in the game, I would like to have seen us when they played man-to-man, I would have liked to seen us to pass the ball inside to Wallace and to Heil more and make Sicily guard somebody, make him, I'm not saying that he can't play defense. Don't get me wrong. He's a good defensive player, and he's a good player all around. But my thing is, let's force him into playing. Let's force him to maybe get him in foul trouble. I know he's been in foul trouble a couple games this year. Because for one, he's big, he likes to block shots. That's where you can get him to commit fouls. So when they went to the man-to-man, I felt like we shied away from what we have been doing on this winning streak or stretch where we've been playing inside out. We've got the ball inside to the big guys. They've turned around and thrown it out to the outside guys. They've hit the shots, or the inside guys have scored. I felt like today we shied away from that a little bit because we were scared to throw the ball inside because he was in there and – oh my gosh, I can't get a shot up off of over a 6'8" guy. Well, Wallace showed that he did a couple of times. Got a couple blocked, but so what? You have to keep going at that. And I think that was probably the thing that I would have liked to have seen us do more today than what we didn't, was when we went to our man offense was to try to keep forcing the ball inside and work inside out.
Well, like I said, we have obviously another big week coming up this week with Tuesday night at Mater Dei, and then back down towards to at least to Castle to take on the Knights. So a couple more conference games to finish out the season as we go down the stretch.
A couple SIAC games, and you always like to win those. And like I said, you need to be playing the best you can right now, getting close to the sectional.
Okay. Well, Jason, thank you very much. And, of course, now we got head coach John Gable will take over your headsets from you.
Nice and warm.
Nice. Yeah, he's got them all toasty for you there, John. How you doing, buddy?
Been better.
Yeah, of course. I understand. And but either way, John, a 3-point ball game loss today. Regardless, you had to be happy with a lot of things, obviously, and things that we got to work on as well too. Perhaps just give us your assessment to start off with this ball game.
Well, I've always told my teams over the years that if you compete and you work hard and you're fighting and doing everything you can to win, it's hard to get mad at you, and that counts for today.
We battled.
We didn't always, we missed some opportunities, especially in the fourth quarter. We missed some free throws that could have kept us right there. We ended up getting down 6 because we missed foul shots with the opportunity to keep the game tied or even go up at one point. I think we were at the foul line for a bonus, 52-51 or 51-50 or whatever it was, and we missed the front end. And so instead of playing with them or maybe even ahead, we're playing from behind, and that's really hard to do against a team like Carey that shoots free throws so well. I think they were 20 for 22 from the foul line. And so when you're down 6 in the fourth quarter, it's really hard to come back. But we made a good effort of it. I thought we did a nice job of taking the last shot that would have tied it and put it in the overtime. And but we did show a lot of guts. We didn't always execute perfectly. And Sicily changes the game because every possession on defense we have to have 2 guys guarding him, and that's going to leave somebody open. And give credit to Heritage Hills, like the Hope kid. I think we had him for 3. He hit 3 3-pointers all year, and he hit 3 in the first half today. So
well, then you look at Peyton Gray too, right off the bench. So forth, he had those big 3-3-pointers there in the second quarter to kind of give them back that momentum.
So we were winning at halftime, but they were really the reason they were in the game at halftime is because they hit some perimeter shots that they generally don't hit. But that's a credit to them when you take what the defense gives you and you capitalize, take advantage of it, and they did that.
We'll talk a little bit about how both teams have done. And of course, this was obviously a ball game between 2 neighboring counties, who know everything about each other from every sport. It's really a good atmosphere though to have here on a Saturday afternoon like that. A good crowd today, by the way.
It was a really nice crowd for a Saturday afternoon, especially on a day where IU and Purdue are playing in basketball. And
yeah, let's get out of here. Hurry up.
So I understand. I get it.
No, I'm teasing, Mike.
But it was a good atmosphere. It was, and I've seen Heritage Hills play this year live, and I've watched them on film, and they've been kind of up and down. They start 3 sophomores as well, but this, I think Coach Hawkins would probably agree with me, this is as hard as I've seen them play. They were playing physical, they were playing tough, they were playing with a lot of emotion, and so they really wanted to beat us, and we wanted to beat them. So that's what made it fun. It was a good competitive battle to the end.
And it was just a game where both teams answered each other. We jump out, of course, then they go into their, into their man-to-man. We adjust a little bit and so forth, or we did best, whatever. But point is, they come back, we come back. It was just a great overall ball game.
It was a fun one to coach in. We just don't like the way it ended. But
No.
I think in the end, when we watch the film, especially in the second half, we'll kick ourselves a little bit with some missed opportunities. But ultimately, this game doesn't mean much, other than it being a rival game. It's not a tournament game. It's not a conference game. It was a chance to play at Heritage Hills in a hostile environment on their home floor against a really good team and get better. Right. And even though we didn't win, I do feel like we got better.
I tell you what, we move on to this week. We go back into the SIAC games with a couple of road games at Mater Dei on Tuesday and Castle on Friday.
Two really tough road games, two conference games on the road, and it's going to be a long week. So it's going to be a lot like today. Those games are going to, if we play well, those games will come down to the wire. And this is just another example, though. By the way, we are now 11-7 on the year. All 7 of our losses have been down the stretch.
Yes.
In the last, most of them in the closing seconds, just like today, and some of them in the closing minutes. And all 11 of our wins have been by 10-plus points. And it's a very strange phenomenon.
It is, and that's a heck of a point to make. I mean, it just gives you a lot of things of the potential we have as we go down the stretch heading into the tournament.
Well, it shows we're there, but it also causes a little bit of worry, and we're going to have to be able to beat a good team with the game on the line, and we really haven't done that yet. Right. We've beaten some good teams, like Bar Reeve on Thursday. We've beaten them, but it hasn't come down to the last few possessions, and we're going to have to be a little bit tougher with the game on the line.
That's right. So it's an experience like that hopefully counts and so forth. You want to see that. So.
Right. And remember, we do only have 2 guys right now that played varsity last year, and so it's been a learning curve. And so we're going to chalk a little bit of it up to that. But now we're so many games into the season, that excuse isn't going to be able to use very effectively anymore, so we're going to have to find a way to get it done.
Well, John, it's been fun to watch it. So far, I'm sorry, despite the loss today, a very good ball game. Good luck Tuesday night at Mater Dei and Friday night against Castle.
Yeah, thank you, Carey.
Thank you, John. John Gable joining us here on the postgame show this afternoon, where the Wildcats fall to Heritage Hills 64-61. Take a quick look at the scoring for today's game for Heritage Hills. They were led in scoring by Trent Sisley with 24 points, 14 points for Peyton Gray, and a great job by him off the bench on 3 3-pointers to really get Heritage Hills back in the ball game in the second quarter, and then down the stretch, nailing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 free throws here in the fourth quarter. They also scoring for the Patriots this afternoon. Jake Pryor with 6 off the bench, 5 points by Hunter Meredith, 4 points by Marcus Becker, 7 by Colton Hope, and 3 by Charlie Brentlinger. For the Wildcats, they were led in scoring. Actually, 3 ball players, Charlie Cabrick, Grant Young, and Carter Monday with 14 points apiece, so some good balanced scoring for the Cats. 4 points for Braden Giesler and 4 points for Andrew Noblet. 2 for Griffin Howell on a pair of free throws in today's ball game. The Wildcats fall 64-61 to Heritage Hills on a Saturday afternoon matinee at Heritage Hills High School in Lincoln City. The Wildcats will fall to 11-7 now in the year. Patriots improved to 13-6. Jasper, as we said, will be back in action on Tuesday night, as they will be back on the road. Actually, 2 more ball games on the road this week, as Jeremy nods said, yep, we are back on the road again. So, of course, Craig will be back with you, with Jason and Jeremy for those ball games. Tuesday night, the Cats will be at Mater Dei to take on the Wildcats, and then, of course, Friday night at Castle. Tuesday night's game will, of course, be aired here on 18 WJTS at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Saturday, you'll be able to watch the Jasper Castle game at 10 a.m. For Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos and Craig Schneider, Coach John Gable, I'm Carey Schneider saying goodbye from Heritage Hills. Once again, the Final Four, the Patriots take a victory against the Wildcats by the score of 64-61. So long, everybody.